So to every queen, Proverbs 31:10 talks about the virtuous woman. And in December, Joel called me at my grandmother's funeral. And I want y'all to know, from the time that my grandmother died, Satan has wanted me not to do what God has told me to do on the 30th year anniversary of meeting my wife and claiming that I was going to marry her 30 years ago in 1993. Which is execute Revelation 18 and evict Satan and his children like God evicted them in the kingdom. That's what my grandmother prepared me for, the virtuous woman. That's what my grandmother Evelyn Webb prepared me for. And both of my grandfathers, John Webb and Frank E. Leggett Jr., supported those queens and the virtuous woman. So, to prove that ain't no man created equal to the last days of Noah, husbandman. There's no man created equal to the last days of Noah, husbandman. Proverbs 31:10 defines what the last days of Noah, first and last Eve, look like. And Proverbs 31:10 through the bottom describes what the last days of Noah, first and last Adam, looks like. My grandfather played that role to the T. His name is Frank E. Leggett Jr. And my grandmother, Zipporah is her name, played her role, the virtuous woman, to the T. And she died in December. And God says, honor. And when the fake Viking Elizabeth died, the whole world stopped and mourned. When the fake Viking Prince of Persia Philip, bastard of the wedding party, meaning they ain't going to the kingdom, when he died, y'all all stopped. But when Aura, Lily, and Leggett close their eyes, y'all want to turn around and y'all want to crown Charles? Okay. Y'all still slaves. So let me show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all what honor your father and your mother mean. And to show y'all not even in our league. Every queen that was a virtuous woman with my grandmother, all around the country and around the world, every lioness that raised us in the lion pride anywhere in the world is getting lifted up higher than Queen Elizabeth, higher than Mary, Queen of Scots, Queen Elizabeth I, II, higher than Mary of the Roman Catholic Church. Every queen that has ever touched and agreed with my grandmother, that fits into the verse of Proverbs 31:10. I'm going to show you that there is no comparison on earth. I'm going to lift every last one of them up. Evelyn, every queen of Mount Sinai. Every one of my brothers and sisters, every last one of your mothers is going to be lifted up higher than any queen. Back to their queen of the South. I'm going to show you what the Queen of the South means. Most importantly, I'm going to show you what the Queen of the North face is. Bathsheba was the Queen of the South. But there was a queen, a Monarenus, that the angel told Mary and Joseph to take the Messiah down to. The Queen of the North face. And I'm going to show you how my wife, born in Chicago, fulfills the role of the Queen of the South, Bathsheba. And I'm going to show you how Beyonce, born right on, y'all call it the Mississippi River. That's not the Mississippi River. That's the Nile. The Havilah Nile. That's not Texas. Houston, Texas. That's not Texas. That's not the Mississippi River. That's the Havilah Nile. That's the last Nile. There's a first Nile and there's a last Nile. There's a first Mount of Olives and there's a last Mount of Olives. There's a first promised land. Revelation 12 tells you that there's a last promised land. The USA was the last promised land. And Beyonce was born right adjacent to a river. And one of our ancestors, her name is Anna Knight, born over in Mississippi, right next to New Orleans and Texas and all, Anna Knight. And then I'm going to show my wife in proximity to William Foy and Diana Foy, the Queen of the South, William Foy, and his wife, Diana Foy. Just like my uncle, William Hackett and Diane Hackett. William and Diane Foy, William and Diane Hackett, my wife and I have been Hollywood stars, sticking to the script. So this is an invitation to join us. Holywood motion capture pictures. Hollywood stars are created out of Hollywood motion capture pictures. The films that we create are Hollywood motion capture pictures. These are the only cameras that film this. These are the beautiful bottom cameras. Beautiful bottom cameras of the Onyx Wall Street. Onyx bottom cameras. We got 2 cameras. You got to have 2 witnesses. Onyx Wall Street. Onyx bottom cameras. And the Tree of Life USA banks. Beautiful bottom cameras.